here we go. The Super Bowl will ride on the right foot of Norwood.
A lot of pressure. You want to talk about a pressure situation.
On the way, it's long enough, and it is no good.
This missed field goal was only the beginning of disappointing Super Bowl losses for the Bills. During the 1990 season, the Bills finished with a record of 13-3 and earned their way to the Super Bowl to play the Giants. The game came down to the last seconds, and with the score 19-20, the Bills sent kicker Scott Norwood on the field to win the game. This missed field goal was a symbol of what was to come the next 3 years for this Bills team. Luckily, the next year in the AFC Championship, kicker Scott Norwood had a chance to redeem himself.
Scott Norwood, a 44-yard field goal attempt.
There's the put down, the kick is up, and it is long enough, and it is good! It is good! Scott Norwood, and the Bills are going back to the Super Bowl!
I mean, I honestly felt like of the 4 Super Bowls that we were in, the one game that I had the most confidence going into that we were going to win was that second one in Minnesota against the Redskins.
Unfortunately for the Bills, this game would be another disaster. The very first play of the game, Hall of Fame running back Thurman Thomas couldn't find his helmet and wasn't on the field for the first play. It's rumored that a member of the band who performed the national anthem had moved it. Overall, the Bills came out slow this game and found themselves down 17-0 at the half. They played much better the second half, but it was too little too late. They ended up losing the game 37-24 for their second Super Bowl loss in a row.
Thurman Thomas in behind Kelly, who backs up to throw, and they're after him, and he loses the ball, and it is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown.
In the Bills' third straight Super Bowl, this turned out to be the Bills' worst Super Bowl loss out of the 4, and could have been the worst loss in Super Bowl history if it wasn't for this play made by receiver Don Beebe. When already down big at the end of the game, he made this effort play to prevent the Cowboys from scoring. This play gave the Bills franchise and fans hope that maybe they could return to the Super Bowl for a 4th straight year and finally get a win.
52-17. This has just been a horrible nightmare for the Bills.
Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Honkin' Buffalo, even the score.
Miss them off and go for 4.
AFC champs once more.
Miss them off and go for 4.
What's our chant, Vice President Gore?
Miss them off and go for 4.
Miss them off and go for 4.
I think it's an achievement. It shows a great depth of character in this football team that it got back here 4 straight times.
For the Bills' 4th straight Super Bowl, they played the Dallas Cowboys once again. They started the game well and jumped out to a 13-6 lead, but the second half it all fell apart. They didn't score a single point and let Dallas score 24 unanswered. They lost this game 30-13, and this marked their 4th straight Super Bowl loss in a row, making history.
You know, it's really too early to tell how we're going to deal with the situation.